My name is Nur Hazira binti Ayub. My metric number is S60113. I'm from Group 12. We'll start the presentation about the effect of fishing using trawlers in Terengganu. In fisheries, the management of fisheries cannot be done successfully without an understanding of fishing gear. Traditional fishing methods have developed over the course of time to take into the account the differences in regional bodies of water, preferred fish species, and desired fish sizes. In this article, we are going to talk about some of the traditional fishing gear and methods that are utilized all around the world. In 2009, the fishing sector was responsible for 3.4% of the positive contribution that it made to the Malaysian economy. In 2007, marine capture fisheries generated 81,007 tons or 5.86% of the country's total value of RM384 million in fish. Terengganu is located to the east of Malay Peninsula and is known for its expansive beaches that face the South China Sea. Terengganu's fishing industry employed 8,651 fishermen spread among 2,422 distinct licensed fishing vessels. Fishing nets have been used in a wide variety of marine life, including sardines, anchovies, squid, shrimp, and others. In addition, residents of areas close to water were more likely to work in the fishing industry due to the influence of geographical factors. The bulk of Malay population living along the shore had jobs as fishermen, owners of dried fish businesses, boatmen, merchants, and traders. There was a strong connection between the Malay population of the Terengganu coast and fishing. A fishing net is a type of net that is used specifically for fishing. The majority of current nets are made of synthetic polymers like nylon. Fish in a smaller size range, which are not marketable, targeted, are captured in net with a finer mesh. One of the benefits of using fishing net is that they may be manipulated to catch only the species of fish that are of interest to the fishermen.
Effect of fishing using trawlers in Terengganu, we use literature review. Article number 1 is effect on the height of crab in tackling net on the capture of the target, economically important opportunity species and non-target species. The result of this study showed that modifying the height of a crab in tackling net has significant effect on the respective gear capture performance. Article number 2 is categorical thermal conversion of waste fishing net of a height added value energy, product generation, and corporate time recovery. From I-1 to 2023, the ongoing eutrophication processes and water repollution caused by the marine plastic with a relevant ecological problem. Article number 3 is a review on effect of environmental condition of fishing net mechanical property. From Halin 2021, fishing net can alter the living and non-living environment whereby the target and other related resources life.
My name is Nurhana Akila binti Aburi. My metric is S6022. The first methodology is descriptive. Frequency distribution have four types of frequency distribution, which is the first one is ungrouped frequency distribution, second group frequency distribution, relative frequency distribution, and cumulative frequency distribution. The next one is measure of central tendency, which is help to find the average of middle of a set of numbers. The mode, the median, and the mean are the three most common ways to figure out the central tendency. Next is measure of variability. Measure of variability is variability shows how far apart data points are from each other and from the center of a distribution. The measures have range, interquartile range, standard deviation, and variance.
Hi, my name is Nufazra Mentiwamli and my metric number is S60106. I will continue our presentation about methodology. The second method we use in our study is regression. Regression is divided into two types, which is a simple linear regression and multiple linear regression. The simple linear regression method is used to study the strength relationship between two variables, while multiple regression studies the strength relationship between two or more independent variables with one dependent variable. The third method we use is the fisheries model. The fishing model is divided into three sections. The first is the fisheries science is used to identify measures to conserve fishery resources so that sustainable exploitation is feasible. Fisheries management make use of fisheries science. The second is the stock requirement model. This model is used to determine how much of a population can be taken by either commercial or recreational fishing. The last one is an ecosystem-based model that is used for examining individual problems, species or ecosystem services in a vacuum. And an ecosystem-based management strategy is an approach to environmental management that takes into account the whole range of interactions that occur within an ecosystem, including those involving people.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Fikri Naim bin Muhammad Azman and my number metric is S58703. In this slide, I would like to share about our result and discussion in this study case. First, we use descriptive statistics to analyze the data of fisheries in Terengganu. We have used Microsoft Excel in order to have analyzed this data with the method that has been set. In this table, there are three variables that we use, which are number of licensed fishing equipment by state, sea fish landing by state and fishing equipment group, and average wholesale price of fish by month. The measures that important we have to look is mean, median, standard deviation, and others. So I will go with mean first. The variable of sea fish landing and fishing equipment group has recorded the mean higher than other, which is 33,993.25, while number of licensed fishing equipment by state is 204 and average wholesale price of fish by month is 6.4680. Then the lowest median that has been recorded is 6.3150, which is the variable of average wholesale price of fish by month, while number of licensed fishing equipment by state and sea fish landing by state and fishing equipment group has recorded 199 and 29,983 respectively. The standard deviation of number of licensed fishing equipment by state is 63.7446, while average wholesale price of fish by month record the standard deviation is 1.6359. The range of number of licensed fishing equipment by state is 176. YC Fish Landing by State and Fishing Equipment Group record the range 64,279. The probability values for number of licensed fishing, sea fish landing and fishing equipment group and average wholesale price are worth 0.3209, 0.4848 and 0.5065 respectively. This indicates that the value of all variables is greater than the value of significance level. That's all from me. Thank you.
In this regression, we can see intercept between variable x and y is positive proof, that is in coefficient that 455.189. Next, 1% increase in effort x causes decline, negative 19.3567 in catches. Why? It shows negative relationship between effort and catches because increase in effort can cause decrease in catches, and it also shows negative result in coefficient. Then when 1% increase in effort square x catches y incline as much as 0.735859. It shows that relationship between effort square and catches is positive relationship.
In the fisheries model, we will see the MSY, MCC, ESY, and open access production. Firstly, we can see the maximum sustainable yield, that is MSY. The amount of MSY we get when we take the value of effort and minus each effort square, and we get the amount of MSY is 13.15 vessel. After that, we can see the quantity of MSY, and we get 127.274 metric tons per year. Next is we can see the maximum carrying capacity. Firstly, we get a further of MCC is 26.3 vessel. After that, the quantity of MCC is 0.00526 metric ton per annum. Next, we can see the economic sustainable yield, that is ESY. The amount of ESY we get when we take the value of vessel retail price and divide with fish price per metric ton. And we get the amount of ESY is 13.324 vessel per year. After that, we can see the quantity of ESY, and we get 127.252 metric ton per year. Next, we can see the open access production. Firstly, we get the effort of open access production is 26.30 vessel. Secondly, the price of open access production is Rm32.34. Lastly, we can see the cost of open access production is Rm886,458 ringgit 85 cents. Next, we can see the graph of MSY. The graph is formed from the calculation of MSY and ESY before this. After that, we can see the graph of open access production. The graph is formed from the calculation of open access production before this.
The last part is conclusion of the effect of fishing using trawlers in Terengganu. We can conclude that the marine capture fisheries developed over time, transitioning traditional inshore fishery to current mix of traditional, commercial, and deep-sea fishery subsector. The trawl we're using of fishing is divided into two. First, the bottom trawl, and second, the middle trawl. The bottom trawl is using to catch the fish for most species, and when a net is pulled along the sea or very close to the seabed to catch other living fish. And then the middle trawl is using for catfish for one species only, and which target pelagic fish. Last but not least is benefit of marine resources. Marine resources give us more of benefits. That's why we need to care of our marine resources. Firstly, the ocean will also regulate the Earth's temperature and also supply oxygen for human and animals. Our marine also supplied one of the main source of food and drinking water, and give energy and medicines, raw material, and also for recreational resources and culture for humans. And the last one is connect travel and delivery transport.